Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick tutorial on how to create the spiraling square knot for macrame. So to begin with, I have got two threads tied off up at the top. These are giving me 4 tails, and it's around the 2 central tails that we are going to be forming our knots. I've got 2 different colours in my threads just because it's a little bit easier for people to see what I'm doing, and obviously you're probably going to be working with just one colour or maybe even a mixture of them. Either way, the technique is always going to be the same. So in order to get started, you need to pick a side. It doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to be starting with the left. So I'm going to take my left hand tail, I'm going to bring that across all of the other tails that I've got, get my right hand one, bring that over the top of the left, and then I need this right hand tail to go underneath all of the others and come out through this little gap just here. So we're going to go under the others and then come out through the gap. Then we can pull on both of the tails to tie off our first knot. And then we're going to repeat the process exactly the same, starting from the same side. So again, from the left, bring that tail right the way across all of the others, take your right hand tail over the top of the left and then underneath everybody and through the gap. And tie that one off. And then just keep going, keep repeating this process. Left hand tail over the top of everyone, right hand tail over the top of the left, poke underneath and then come out through the gap. And what you'll find is each time you do this, all of your knots are stacking on top of each other so that they're forcing each other around into a spiral shape. You will find that after you've done a few knots that it's starting to turn and it's becoming a little bit awkward to keep on yanking it back again in order to keep using the same side because everything is sort of facing at a bit of an odd angle. In which case what you can do is simply push that tail through from the right and turn the whole thing around so that once again you've got a nice easy surface to work with, and then just continue on from the left exactly the same as you were before. You'll find this just adds another knot onto the bottom and the spiral continues in the same direction. If you walk away from your work and then you come back, as long as you remember that you started from the left each time, then it'll be easy for you to continue. But let's say you've forgotten whether it was left or right that you started with and you're wondering what to do. And the answer is, when looking at your work, you're always going to use the tail that is coming out from the top first. So you can see how this one is sort of tucked underneath and this one is coming out from above. That's always going to be the one that you start with. That's always going to be the one that you put across all of the rest. The other thing you might do is you might accidentally start from the wrong side at some point, in which case you'll start from the right and then you'll go along and you think, oh, hang on, something's gone a little bit amiss here, because you can see for me, because I've got 2 different colours, you can clearly see where it's no longer alternating. So here I've got white, grey, whereas here I've suddenly got 2 greys down at the bottom, so I would immediately know that's a mistake. But if you're working with the same colour, then the way that you'll know you've gone wrong is because the spiral has suddenly changed direction. You can see here we were smoothly going around in a nice clockwise direction, and then suddenly, whoop, we've suddenly gone around in an anti-clockwise direction. So we know that that was wrong. Easiest thing though is to just always start from the same side. Just always start from either the left or the right, and you won't go wrong. And there we go though, that's how you create a spiraling square knot for macrame. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!